to Sale FC again. I understand you've got a long history with the club. You played a couple of games here?
Well, no, I played a few games actually. Yeah. So when Sale FC started an amateur team, I came down and I played I don't know, a dozen games or
Brilliant.
a couple of dozen games or something. Had good fun. Steve Smith brought me down originally because I wasn't never interested in rugby. So about 25 years ago, and I fell in love with the game.
Yeah.
So I was aged 25 then. And then decided, I'd love to have a few games. So I went down to Wilmslow, played a few there, and then Sale started a team up. So games at fullback, a few games at fly half, a few games at centre, and then one game at hooker, which was the most fun I had playing rugby. Yeah.
So here we are, 25 years later, and CorpAcq are now investing in the club. We see our sponsors these days as partners rather than just as sponsors. So what was the purpose of coming back in and doing that?
Well, it all started here, didn't it? Well, perhaps not in 1861 maybe, but for me it's all started here. And for a small extra investment to what's been going into Sharks, I thought we could help Sale FC eventually. They'll always remain separate clubs, obviously, but a super squad and a super team.
The big concerns of supporters here would be that we're sort of swallowed up by Sharks because that's happened before, and then there was a sort of a separation as you know, because you came back in and played.
Yeah.
That's not the ambition here, is it, to be swallowed up?
Absolutely not. Sale FC, to be honest, Sale FC is possibly a bigger club than Sale Sharks. You've got a massive minis and juniors section, you've just started a women's team. It's an independent club on its own and will be hopefully forever. Sharks is just a professional franchise that derived from that. So always they'll remain separate as far as I'm concerned. We've got no interest in getting involved in Sale FC, and I think Sale FC don't have any interest in getting involved in Sharks. But if we can work together as a team and a squad, I think it'll be beneficial for us both.
This weekend we've got players like Connor Doherty, who's come through our system as a Colt. He's gone to Sharks. I think he's the youngest ever player to turn out for
I
Sale
think he
Sharks.
was, yeah, a few weeks ago.
And he's now playing again here, so he's coming back. So there's that sort of that mix and match kind of thing, I think, which has been very beneficial to both clubs.
I hope there'll be a lot of that. Yeah. So Paolo, Connor, Aaron Reed's turning out on the bench on Saturday for Sharks. So I know Johnny Leota's playing for you. So hopefully, the more of that we can do, the better we'll both be, for sure. Yeah.
And certainly Aaron Reed has been an excellent example of somebody who was quite young when he arrived here. I think his first ever adult game of rugby was for Sale FC. And he picked up a couple of tries last week. He's scoring tries for fun at National 1, and now he's got his chance to shine in the Premiership. I think that sort of epitomises what we're trying to do.
Absolutely, yeah. It's effectively, we've got the FC, we've got our academy team, if you like, and we've got Sale Sharks. And the more they can play together and work together, the better all three teams will be.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, Simon. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your support of Sale FC Rugby.
Great, it's a pleasure.
Cheers. We're down here at Heywood Road with a director of Sale FC Rugby, Scott Bambrick, and we've just had in Simon Orange talking about his investment into Sale FC Rugby and his new partnership deal. So, what does that mean for the club, Scott?
Oh, well, it's a fantastic deal, first of all. What we've been working very hard over the summer, as you'll know, the exec and the general manager and our functions manager, to do what we can to increase commercial revenue at the club. And we have done that, and we have already exceeded the targets that we set. Having CorpAcq come in and as our first time ever renaming the stadium, the CorpAcq Stadium, brings in a level of investment that allows us to plan towards future-proofing the club. As a club, it's well documented that in the last few years we've probably spent a little bit more than we actually had coming in, and what our ambitions as a club is to get to break-even point as soon as possible, so we can plan for the future. As you can see, as everyone knows who visits the club, the investment in the stadium has been significant. Also upstairs in the function suite. So having sponsors who we see more as partners coming in and working with us is fantastic from a commercial viewpoint. You know, we are only custodians of the club, and in a few years' time other people will be sitting here doing the work that we're doing, and our job is to get us in the best position we can, for future generations of the club.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks very much, Scott.
Thank
Cheers.
you very much, James.